Hello, the internet, and welcome. Karusetta here. Tonight we are just kind of screwing around in Quickmatch with my probably favorite Heroes of the Storm hero, Murky. Got him there with his fire bat skin. I'll talk about it while I'm waiting for the match. I'll talk about his talents. Level 1, take Bubble Breeze for the 20% movement increase. Level 4, Living the Dream. Sometimes, I used to take Bigger Slime, but Living the Dream's really better, I feel like. I take Compressed Air at 7. Now, if you do go Bigger Slime, then Hindering Slime or Slime Advantage are both solid picks. But I feel like Compressed Air is going to be better for you for Wave Clear and for Siege. Level 10, I pretty much always take Octograb, though I've started taking March of the Murlocs lately, and I'm liking it. Level 13, I take Bubble Machine. I honestly can't imagine taking anything else because of what I'm going to take at level 16. Which is Rejuvenating Bubble. Between Bubble Machine and Rejuvenating Bubble, Murky can be pretty hard to kill in spite of being very, very papery. So I take Rewind at level 20 almost always. And a Shark 2 is nice if you took Octograb, but even 13,000% increased damage is not that much damage. All right, here we go. Towers of Doom. This is probably my worst Murky map. So this will be an interesting match. So you can see what we're matched up against. Alaric is no problem for Murky. Neither is Thrall or Falstad. Rhaegar, because I can't slime him out of his mount, is a little harder to catch and kill, maybe. And Zarya, I don't really know enough about her yet to say how I do against her with Murky. So here we go. All right. So as far as the members on my team go, honestly, Murky is a character who really, it doesn't really matter for me anyway who's on my team when I'm playing Murky. I don't feel like it really makes a big difference. All right, so I went ahead and got ready to place my egg. I normally, on most maps, I place the egg kind of in the shadow of the fort. But on this map where the forts are changing so much, I kind of try to place the egg a little bit more out of the way than that because they're constantly, the forts are coming up and down, left and right. So as you can see here, Alaric is hitting me, but his skill shots are hard. I'm a little too fast for his skill shots if I just keep moving around. And you'll notice what I do kind of early game with Murky is I pretty much ignore the person in my lane if I can. One character I can't ignore is Tracer. If there's a Tracer in my lane, I really have to change lanes immediately. But otherwise, yeah, I'll just kind of ignore the person and I'll focus on getting experience with Wave Clear. So I'm going to come in, sometimes I'll throw in a little siege damage just for fun. In that case, I did that to pull the Falstad off of my teammates there. And there we go. Oh, Alaric came down and got me. No problem. I don't have Living the Dream yet, so death isn't as big a problem for me now as it will be once I take Living the Dream. But Alaric's not on his lane, and so his minions are easy pickings. All right, so altars are coming up in 27. So again, Murky as a specialist, I'll put some siege down while people are running to the altars. And now that they're getting a little closer, I'll come up and check out this altar to see who's here. So there's Thrall. Like I was saying earlier, Thrall's really not an issue for me as Murky, but he did kill me there pretty fast. So this game so far not going as well as I'd like. I've died 3 times already. Though with Murky, that only counts as 0.75. And silly Thrall. Oh, he got back in time. So a lot of people will really ignore that pufferfish, and it is definitely to their own peril. So there comes in Zarya. I think this was probably the second or third game I've ever played against Zarya, and the first one I played against her with Murky. This is my first game playing as Murky in a couple of weeks. Been doing a lot of Sylvanas and some others lately. All right, so now we got level 7. So you're going to start to see Murky coming out a little bit now. Living the Dream is going to be really useful for me because it's going to increase my ability power the longer I live. And so now I'm going to have to be a lot more careful. If I want to get the fruits of that, I'm going to have to be a lot more careful about my placement and not let myself get killed quite as much. Whereas early game, it didn't matter as much. So we see that I've died 4 times, but it only counts as 1. So there's Rhaegar. He ran away because he saw, probably more because he saw Malfurion than me. And I'm betting he went up here to take this siege camp. Nope. All right, never mind. All right, well, I'll take it. So Murky can solo siege camps eventually. He can solo Merc camps, eventually. But at this level, I would probably not be able to do it without Malfurion helping me. Murky has such little HP that if he is able to solo a siege camp, it's usually worth it because he'll come back from it faster. So he might get himself down to almost dead, taking a camp, but then he'll be back at full HP really soon. There we go. Got the Thrall kill. I think that was probably my first actual kill of the game. We see haven't gotten bigger pufferfish yet or compressed air yet, so that'll be good. Once I have that, once I have that, I'll be able to hit both towers instead of just one. All right, so now I've got compressed air, so that's going to really help with both my siege and my wave clear, and it'll be useful in team fights too. Though again, that's not really Murky's focus, I feel. Alright, let's see if I can get this Falstad down. So one thing that's neat is whenever you hit that bubble, it does increase your size, it seems to anyway, which helps with body blocking quite a bit. I thought that my slime would hit Gul'dan there. Alright, they got that tower. Alright, so forget about it, get back to laning. What we're going to see at the end of this match, if things go well, is I'm going to have a dominant amount of experience, and people will kind of complain about Murky's, not helping as much on team fights and objectives and stuff. But having all that experience, I kind of feel like that makes a difference in terms of we're going to be up in level. All right, there we go, getting my level 10. I'm going to take March of the Murlocs. This is I haven't been I just recently started messing around with March of the Murlocs. In fact, come to think of it, this might actually be the first match that I've done that in a while. I usually take Octograb, but I have with other characters I have kind of like I often kind of have like a little bit of bias against ultimates that only take one person out of the fight. So with Sylvanas, I don't usually like to take Mind Control. I take, Wailing Arrow because I feel like with Wailing Arrow I can affect the entire team instead of just taking one person. And so for the same but then on the other hand, when I play Murky, I usually take Octograb, which is only one person. Or if I play Stitches, I usually take Gorge, and that's only one person. So I'm kind of trying to rethink, the way I think about things like that. All right, got double kill there. Part of the team effort, but was definitely a part of that. All right, here comes Rhaegar. Nope, I'm not going to get Rhaegar. Zarya is coming in, and I found Zarya is very. I really like her as a support. I know she's a tank, but to me, she's a tanky support. And until I get rejuvenating bubble, every time I bubble, I just am expecting it to heal me and disappointed that it doesn't. I'm not a fan of that particular Artanis alt either. Got out. The one that blinds everybody. I know that kind of goes against my whole don't affect one person idea, but it to not be in favor of it. But I just feel like blinding the enemy team for like 2 seconds is just so rarely Oh, there we got false down with that pufferfish. Oops, sorry, almost got me with the grenade. Kind of feel like, you know, unless it's just a team that is all about auto attacking, which this one is not, then I just don't see that blinding the other enemy team is that impactful. All right, so I sacrificed myself there to try to push Zarya back away from the objective so that they would grab it, and they weren't able to grab it in the time, but that's all right. It's not the team's fault. All right, Zarya's alone now. She's in trouble. Uh-oh, where you going? Oh, there's no sanctuary there. There you go. That was pretty funny. All right, and they still haven't come anywhere close to my egg yet, so that's nice. All right, so they've got the objective. So while they're pushing that, while they're taking that, I'm going to come up here and continue to push this tower. So it's one thing I really love about Murky's pufferfish that is what makes him so weak against Tracer, among other things, is that his pufferfish is not, it doesn't matter how much damage it takes, it's killed by number of times it's hit, not by, yeah, I got false set again, nice, not by how much damage it takes. So Tracer can kill the pufferfish in about half a second because of her auto attack being so fast. But a character that attacks with really big, powerful, slow hits like Falstad or Arthas or Leoric or Stitches or any of those that are reliant upon kind of a powerful, slow attack, they really can't do anything to that pufferfish. That really does make it very powerful. Fight against teammates later, enemies later. All right, now that's what I'm talking about. Got the rejuvenating bubble now. Now we've got some sustain. Oh, the tower's still up. Jeez. All right, I think we have Thrall there. Oh, accidentally clicked the mini map. All right, I got Falstad. Good, good. All right, we'll march in the Murlocs here for, since that's what I took, it's what I'll have to use. Don't feel like it's really very good. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see how it goes. I'm just not loving it. Maybe if I can finally, oh, there we go. Nice. Got Zarya. If I can get it into a big team fight, 5 versus 5, maybe I'll find that it actually is useful. I don't know. All right, got that tower though. Good job. All right, Thrall got away. All right, team's fighting down there around the objective, and we'll come help. All right, helped get Alaric, and there you go. Send some Murlocs chase after you. All right, now we got rewind. Now we can start doing some fun juggling. We're down 8 to 16 on the scoreboard, but we'll see how it goes. All right, I died there. That's fine. Got my Mercs. All right, not being targeted by the cannon this time. That's good. Rewind. Throw down another pufferfish right away. And bam. Got it. And just look how fast that health regenerates. Like Murky might have low health. Looks like right now I've got 1446, but it's he regenerates it so quickly. Oh, steal it, steal it. Let's take their good steal team, and Falstad's dead. Awesome. Good job. Nice. All right. And see. Oh, good job, Alaric. Good work. All right, we got that one. Now it's 8 to 8. Oh, all right then. You want me to chase? Never mind, I won't chase. And looks like somebody on our team got that bottom tower. Now it's 8 to 4. All right, Malfurion. Now's the time to say good game. 8 to 3. 8 to 2. 8 to 1. And there you go. And now it's GG. Next time, have more faith. And he's going to mouth off, I bet. All right, he got MVP, though. He says next time we should play better at the beginning. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I wasn't doing too well at the beginning either. All right, I got Siege Master. I'll always get Siege Master as Murky, pretty much. All right, I'll give Dominator over there to Artanis because he had some pretty nice exchanges. Kind of salty that I've got 20,000 experience and don't get so much as an upvote at the end there. But all right. So, see what I got. All right, so yeah, 20,000 experience. The next highest on our team is 15,000 with Artanis. 16,000 is the next highest on the other team, and they got people as low as 7,000. You know, I think 125,000 siege damage, near more than double what anyone else has. I think I could have gotten, you know, an upvote or two. But all right, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace.